From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. On first down, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Here's Mond. They're going for it. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 70 yards. And the Vikings are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second and goal, Mahomes flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give. This is Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Mondale off of play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Mon. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Mon. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air. And, of course,
catch right side. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On second down, it's Cook again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 5. Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Bond going to throw it. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
On 1st and 10, it's Mon. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mon. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Fournette, a first down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Throwing on first down is Brady. On the screen, Bernard. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. For Charles' first drive here, a little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now left side on the swing pass. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Again, it's Brady. This is caught, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. They'll run on first down. Cook. A little juke. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action here. Mon. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Mon. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 23. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. So after the INT, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Mon's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Brady now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Open man here is Conklin. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Mon looks to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. On 4th down, Mon. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin with a run by Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a give to Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 29.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they'll throw with Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On the draw, this is Fournette. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings?
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Brady to throw. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. To throw is Brady. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady, got to have this one. Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.